That's the weird part about the internet, though, is like people don't do any more like critically thinking. I was talking about this on a podcast with Sneeko. They don't do any more critically thinking about the stuff. They just go, I heard it. He said that. He thinks this about him. That's true. This is it.
This video is all about how to critically think. Now, I'm going to go beyond what may be taught in schools. I'm not here to help you pass your school exam or what have you. Instead, we'll get more practical. It's clear that there is an endless supply of sensory information flooding your way each second of every day. So first, we'll go into how to digest this content in appropriate quantities, then how to filter through internal and external biases, and with that, how to keep this filter fresh and clean. All before concluding with how to best act upon one's newfound ability to critically think. So before we begin, I'll quickly say that this is not scientific rocketry. It's fairly simple, but extraordinarily important. Because there will continue being news, rumors, opinions, headlines, etc. And with that, the goal is not to be emotionally reactive to the point where we are jumping to conclusions. So let's get into it. First, what is the difference between thinking and critically thinking? Well, there's an extra word in there. That extra word means that we're shaking the stimuli down to its core. You want to identify the truth of the matter at hand. And don't let me shock you when I say that the digital landscape has a whole lot more to it than the pure truth. Alright, so number one, we are taking in the 5 sensory information most frequently through visual and auditory modes. Think phones, computers, etc. Now, I'm not claiming to be holier than thou in terms of what content is best to consume, or even how much content you should take in. Only you know how much information you should be taking in. The only way to find out is to recognize how you feel. Go within. Are you getting emotionally reactive to what's being shown to you? Are you letting the information that's being shown to you dictate how you behave and operate in this world or with others? Lastly, are you finding that the only way to uncover your own sense of purpose is through the consumption of information that ultimately distracts you from who you even know yourself to be? Let's go deeper. So you're taking in information through whatever modes and mediums you find joy in. Next, it's time to filter through your own biases, and in the same vein, through the biases of others. I'll skip some legwork for you and see if you align with the following. You're taking in information that is either in harmony with your goals or distracts you from what you know you should be doing. And others are presenting this information to you because they want your attention. There's information being presented to you that goes beyond the truth, because the truth does not always hold one's attention. In fact, oftentimes the truth may be the most simple information possible. But we live in a world where there's more incentive to selfishly draw in views rather than selflessly provide the truth. So, getting back to it, recognize the mindset you are in when you're consuming information. Doing so mindlessly will leave you passively being influenced by streams that do not have your best intentions in mind, or are simply put, not doing so to spread the fact of the matter. When increasing your presence, the creator's tone, their speech patterns, the words being used, the order of information being presented, etc., will begin to stand out. The creator may be doing this intentionally or even unconsciously, but regardless, these points reflect the biases of others. Alright, so you're filtering through biases from within and those identified externally. Now, it's important to be able to clean the filter through conscious and persistent reflection. There are times where we think we're being present and objective in the information we take in, but here are some practical exercises to partake in to confirm what you're thinking. Number 1, take both stances. What must be true if either side of a story were to be correct? Does it pass the test that is your gut feeling? With an increased presence, you'll be able to know, clear as day, what your gut feeling is saying to you. And number 2, take no stance. Does your life change in any way if you were not to firmly attach yourself to one side of an outcome or the other? This is an easy way of determining if something is important to your life or not. Alright, so you clean the filter. Now, you're actually able to act upon your newfound ability to critically think. So what do? Well, put your opinions out there. Let your voice, your actions, and your behaviors be heard, felt, and seen. And in doing so, you're now under the scrutiny of others. And with that, their ability to critically think about the stimuli that you're putting out there. And so the cycle continues. Balance out the amount that you're taking in with the amount that you're producing, so that you can restore peace of mind and clarity of thought. Thank you, thank you, thank you.